short guide on what I would like to call the Smite spec. It's a perfect leveling spec for priests who are running through the random dungeon tool and are spec and want to be the healer. And this is a perfect way you go in and spec for the Smite spec. And I'm going to talk about that later on. At first I just want to show you how effective this spec actually is. As you see, this is my priest with my heirlooms on, and all I'm doing is spamming one button, and that is my Smite. And I know I could possibly do plenty of other things, such as putting up my shield, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose is to prove that the Smite spec is very efficient, and you can already do Smite spec from level 29, but it will be the most efficient from level 31. And that is because then you will have the full talent set that is required for this spec to be working. And what this spec does is it targets you simply target one enemy and you spam Smite on it, and everybody who's within 15 yards of that mob, it will select one of those people. Usually that happens to be the tank, as that's the person who takes the most damage, and he will be healed for 50% of your damage done if you put the first talent point down, and 100% of your damage done if you put the second talent down. And as you see, it's very efficient. He's barely going down under any health, and also it helps you regenerate a lot of your mana. And here I am on my other level priest with no heirlooms at all, just showing you the basic talents of what you should be setting in. And this is the one, Evangelism. You need to take that as it's a pretty good cooldown that increases your healing with 15% whenever you use it, and that you get when you're stacking it up through damage and healing, or sorry, only through damage. And then the last point there you saw was the actually Smite spec, and I basically put 2 points in it, and it works as I just explained. And now we're ready to go into a dungeon. Just need to put out the abilities at places I could find it. So let's put Smite down and let's see if we can find Evangelism. Now I'm no perfect person, no perfect player, but it works decently, and for me it's pretty entertaining. As a new player, as an advanced player, I think most people would find it fun. However, it's not the best spec to be learning the actually healing in, but it's fun nonetheless. One thing, as you just saw me there, the thing with this spec, it does a lot of damage and etc, and of course you will be doing aggro as well, so be careful not be too fast on your smites as I were on this one. It can take aggro from some tanks, not all tanks, but as you see, my damage is pretty efficient on this boss, and it's more than enough to keep up the tank with the healing. And I'm not even popping my shield or my Evangelism cooldown, and that just proves how effective the Smite spec is. And while you're stacking up the buff here, you will get the Smite spec will actually cost less mana, and makes it even more efficient. I'm barely losing mana, as you see. I could go through a whole dungeon without having to drink mana at once, and that's just another point that this Smite spec is perfect. Now you're gonna say, well, you got heirlooms. Well, let's try taking my priest, as you just saw, and my priest is having crap gear. As you see, I'm only 1200 HP with 2400 mana, and that's crap compared to all the people in my group. And I didn't have any weapon on this character. I didn't have any shoulders, or sorry, I didn't have any cape or any head that gave me actually stats. I had almost no spell power at all, so even then it proved to be very effective. And this is one of the older characters before the random dungeon tool granted you all that nice gear, so it really should be much easier than what it looks like on the video right now. So all you need to do is, one, get to 29, start putting talent down as you just saw me doing a few minutes ago, and then go for it, practice. And I recommend you guys to be targeted the same mob that is closest to the tank of your group. And if somebody ever needs healing, well, you just target their mob and it will heal them through automatically. And don't be a dumbass. Smite Spec doesn't always work depending on the tank, and if he happens to be AoE pooling, it's not always the smartest thing to do. But that's up to you to decide whether a Smite is better than the regular heal at the decent point. So remember to pop up your shields and it will make the job much easier. But as I said, the Smite Spec here is just to prove how effective it is, and there's many ways you can improve on it. Doing a several combination of healings, but oh well, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna let the video keep running here, and you guys enjoy the rest of it, and take notice on the last minute of the video. I ended up getting out of mana because of my crap gear, and I saved it even though because I switched over to some regular healing. So thanks for watching, and as usual, thumbs up this video, leave a comment if you liked the video, if you want to see more, and etc. And go visit my channel at ToloDK, that would be much appreciated as well. Thank you. Till next time, bye.